What's going on, you guys? Griffin here with Alberta Smoke Show. Today we're going to be making a little bit of chili. Over the top chili, fan favorite, awesome for the winter time. Great thing to do if you've got a bunch of people coming over or if the whole family's looking to just have something on these nice cold days. So we're going to do a little pepper, little onion, a lot of smoked meat, and it's going to be good, you guys. So tune in and we are going to make this right away. All right, you guys, so welcome back. As we said in the introduction, we are going to be making some over-the-top smoked chili on the Traeger today. Should be super good. It's nice and cold out. It's minus 18 degrees out today here in Calgary, Alberta. So we want to make a little bit of food that's going to be good, warm us up a little bit. I'm just getting ready for the gym and to start my day, but before we do, we're going to get this chili on. So real quick, running through what we're going to need. We're going to cook this guy on the top rack. The whole point of over-the-top chili is by cooking your meat over top of your chili base. You're gonna get all those fat drippings that go oh so tasty and go into the bottom. So it should be super tasty. We're gonna show you guys how to put this together, and stick around because we're gonna show you at the end what we use for a special ingredient. Right away, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna take our pan. We wanna get our chili base on right away. So go ahead, slice and dice up some mushrooms, slice and dice up whatever you guys wanna throw in your chili. So for me, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of onion, and we're gonna boil this onion down. We're gonna do a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of everything. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and saute down these onions. So go ahead and throw those over top stove. Just get some of that in there. We're gonna toss a little bit of butter in there. All right, so we've got our onions. Those are gonna simmer down a little bit. While that's going on, we've got the onions simmering down. We've got a little bit of pepper. We have a little bit of mushroom. You're gonna need crushed tomatoes as well as a can of your diced tomatoes. We're gonna throw all that into the base, and that's gonna start cooking right away on the smoker. All right, guys, so while those onions are still simmering down, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add our mushroom into our pan here. We're gonna put the peppers in. Make sure you've got that in there. Next, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add our crushed tomatoes, okay? Now you can do, for a bigger recipe, like a few people coming over, you can do a couple of these. Because it's just gonna be myself and my fiance, we don't need more than one can of each. You're also gonna do your diced tomatoes as well. Go ahead and put that in there. Okay, you guys, once your onions are browned up a little bit, go ahead, add those into your base as well. Go ahead, put those in there. Next, we're gonna go ahead and make our spice, you guys, okay? So first things first, we're gonna do some garlic salt, okay? I like to do a couple spoonfuls of the garlic salt. Cumin, okay? I like to do about a half tablespoon of cumin. Get that in there. We're gonna do some thyme, okay? Not as much on the thyme, about a quarter of a spoon. And again, you don't have to be super precise, just enough that you're getting the flavor in there. Chili powder. Chili powder, you wanna go a couple of spoonfuls. Powder is good. And again, if you guys are looking for a hotter chili, you can also add some jalapenos in there. That's gonna be a really good addition. So there's 1, 2, and we'll go for a 3rd. And then I like to do a scoop of black pepper as well. So lots and lots of spices, you guys. We've got everything now. Go ahead, mix that up, okay? Some people will put a bunch of spicing into their meat as well. I find the best way to do it is honestly just cook it with lots of smoke at 225 on the Traeger, and then those drippings do the magic. We're gonna go ahead, put that inside our mixture, and then we're gonna stir this up. Make sure that's evenly distributed throughout. And another really nice variation that you can add, not a lot of people will do, but you can add a little bit of corn in there as well for a little more of like a Tex-Mex chili, and that goes really nicely. I don't have any corn, so we're not gonna be doing that today. The secret ingredient, chocolate. Dark chocolate only. You do not want milk chocolate, but a dark chocolate or a semi-sweet chocolate. Throw some chocolate chips in there. That adds a little bit of that extra chili flavor. And that's a new secret that I just learned, but a little bit of dark chocolate in there goes really well. And then last but not least, a little bit of Worcester sauce. That is our chili base. We're gonna go ahead, throw that out on the smoker, and then we're gonna go ahead and mix up our... All right, you guys, final piece of the puzzle is just mixing your meat up. So make sure your hands are washed up, okay? and you're just gonna go ahead and form this meat into a nice ball, basically is what you're after. Now I do like to add a little bit of a binder, so I am gonna add an egg into this. This over top of your base, cooking on top of the smoker, and all the fats that come out of this as it cooks are gonna go right into that chili and just make it amazing. Now I only have about a pound and a half of meat here. If you're gonna be doing this for your whole family, you're gonna want at least 3 pounds of meat. And you can use beef for this, you can use deer, you can use moose, you can use pork if you'd like to, some ground pork. And I didn't show it on camera, but you do need to put a binder in here. So I like to use, you don't have to, but I did throw an egg in there just to keep everything all held together and in good shape. There we go. So there's our chunk of meat. So we're gonna put that on the smoker at 225 for the Traeger, and we're gonna cook that until we get 165 degrees internal temperature. At that point, we're gonna break it apart, put it in our chili, and then keep simmering this. Oh, yes. So we're gonna let that cook. Should be a few hours to get that meat up to temperature, and then we'll break it up and put it in our chili. All right, you guys, so we just hit 165 degrees internal temperature on our meat. So we're gonna go ahead, pull our chili off, and we're gonna break this up and let this all go in to the chili, and then let that simmer down for about another hour on the smoker. So let's pull it off, let's see what we're working with. Oh man, does that ever look good. All right, you guys, so we've got our meat here. You can see that looks so good, all tenderized. So we're just gonna go ahead and break this up into our chili. So go ahead, pull that apart. You can see inside here, all perfectly cooked. Looks nice and juicy and tender inside. Now that I've got that in there, it's actually quite hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a fork just to break that up a little bit. All right, you guys, we've got that all mixed up. Now we're gonna take this, throw it back on the smoker for about another 45 minutes. And the whole point to that is we're just gonna let this simmer down a little bit more. So as this cooks and coagulates with the meat in there, it's just gonna soften that up a little bit more, and you're gonna get even more flavor popping out of there. So we're gonna throw that back on there, and we will be ready in about an hour here. All right, you guys, so we've smoked this for another hour at 225, and I'm sure this is gonna be ready to come off. So let's go take a look out there. Whew, it is still minus 20 out here. It's freezing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at that. Woo! Oh man, you guys, that looks so good. Chili is ready. It took quite a while. That's like 5 hours tip to tail, but this looks so good. All right, Millie, do you want to try some? Oh yeah, she loves this. There you go, gentle sweetie. Oh, how's that? Is that good? Pretty. Oh yeah, you want more, don't you? Yeah, right. In your dreams. All right, you guys, so that's the end of our video. That is how you make some over-the-top smoked Traeger chili. So if you guys like this video, if you found it helpful, and if you guys have made a great meal, be sure to smack that subscribe button. We really appreciate the support. Give us a thumbs up on this video, and we will see you guys on the next cook. Until then, Alberta Smoke Show out of here.